Today is a match day as the Black Stars of Ghana take on the Ceremonies of England. Today is a match day as the Black Stars of Ghana take on the Three Lions of England in their second match of the 2026 FIFA World Cup. We hit the streets to find out the predictions of Ghanaians. Come with me.
I know that today Ghana will win, and it will be 2-1. Ghana will win 2, then England 1. And I think, well, we have some good players along there. They can help us to score. Samanyo, I think he will do something. Yeah. So we wish them the best.
The coach should bench Jordan. Do you think he should do that?
No, not really. I don't think he should. I don't think he should, because like Jordan has been with us for all the time. I mean, with the brother too. So far the brother is not around, I mean, he can do something for us. So he have to start. Yes. Let's see what he can do.
Yeah, we need 2-0. And yeah, slow papa mo, boni mo, yeah, support your man, or man, dear wani, and anything support your, yeah, show me 2. Yes, you want Crawford or why any on the Bisham, your players here, the Bisham. Eh? What's it? 7 years 2 and then the money 2 goals and no better. Why?
The Ghana baby new and that's straight. Your bomb 3 flat. Yeah, yeah, 3 flat. Yeah, say I'm more 3 kwana. You better to say Panama. You better that almost last minute, you know. Now I'm more 1 here. The job coin. Yan shabe bi kwana 1 there. Yeah, man in Paris. By now they be winning and they winning flat. Inti there Ghana there morale.
But anyway, yeah, and so bit my Jordan the bench and kepe. Was I was starting bench by boy. Yeah, 7 years. Maybe say Jordan 7 years to me more. Also, we Jordan 7 years boy intini. Come kwa. Jordan starting bench. This 7 years starting here. Say I'm passing Jordan woman won't me more. See any idea any better. Aha, and no. But we need there. Yeah, never win cry and pray draw. And one musu here. But because we share, yeah, France, England team na yen team wom. But yen pray ye nya draw ye. Ye nya draw so I say me say pa there. Nya adwuma.
So far there, sir, team na de kono. First na ye ninje by say the one my moral kakra nti say the mpanifo no kana ye be di so sa pepepe amai na say the be so e be nya nkunim na Ghana so ye di jaba na ye so ye ra chire ye kakra. Nti no na empire de bata Ghana o man nyina chi say ye Ghana konkro ye so nkoje ye 3 points no free o mo nsam. Ya no na so ye say. Enyehu ya face o mo we kan o be say 4 times and 3 times ya face o mo to enyehu. Ye betima show mo. Ye mpe draw ye pe win. Ye betima show mo to enyehu. Nti betima show mo. Obi a fan to the Ghana be di nkunim. Ye nya 3 points asa. Ye no obi ani asem bi.
Finish ye betima 2-1 na say goalless draw. What say? Ebi a nyamisem. Ebi a nyamisem ntino. Ehwe de nyambe ya ma enyumre. That we set na issue na issue no e bo an. The issue first match no. Issue no a e bo. So one no certain we win until we start here. That the next match no. Last one na hwe de we call.
Oni ma dia yam ya Jordan na de won page no ho ma me. Na o page no ho a ai minim say 2 goals de mba jaba. Eno pe.
And the match in the any big match in Ebobono. And the match in Ebobono, any big match in Ebobono. Nah, me bomb by my place in Nina. I'm strength and holding. And at the baby and a more hobia bumbu. A football 90 minutes in so you only middle baby. Oh, it's no, and that's also there. Mojidi pass a party. Or so tia media or non tia more vimy pa. Say, must fade the word ye. Me minimum rasana minimum no yenye so bia minimum no mama twetwetwe na bia o de abani ontungu no njane na so so no mi ano no nhemae to na ni bia na match ne de first half ne e go ejiro second half no inshallah Ghana ba she kome.
Nedia me vim chem say Nedia Ghana win. A straight win 2-0 pe. Mpe bebre bia straight win 2-0. Man West.
See Ghana and England no Ghana and England match in better than because England is a small team. And Ghana so you say Ghana is a small team. But still Ghana vim. You been 2-0.
Me adrian so match say Ghana Ghana na draw game I say enya na etumenya 4 points nti me prefer say Ghana me adrian na say Ghana correct score draw me dey mom dey me ntumi dey me idea me ko mu a me so me hu ye ne say and England dey wo me so ye tough team mom dey but Ghana draw na pe because e ka say win a wan hwa am be fa advantage dey ahyen say draw na hwehwe
ne be qualify ngojidie Ghana be wen ngojidie pa ne de
England team yo mukita CCI any Ghana team here o England Ghana bet na
say yantima wen no crowd draw there say timbo yantima wen ye be draw.
Those were predictions of some Ghanaians ahead of the Black Stars match against England. Will the Black Stars make the nation proud or England will come out on top? Time will tell. What do you also think? Reporting from GhanaWeb TV, I am Nathaniel Tei Atipe.
Begging Ghana. Today is the D-Day. We should play for everybody. If you are a Muslim, if you are a Buddhist man, Buddhist. If you are a Christian, Chris. If you are at the Bobo, and make everything for Ghana. Thank you for the word so sweet.
Nanasiro, Modi Abonika ba. Mu Abonika, mu fe bi mfa mu nsechi. Unya hurricane na dia kone ni ase. Esesena okohorope, ubonse, oncha wo park ne so.
So we saka yakunu.
Ana mesre, Abonika mu fe bi nsrasra mo sra ho. Na mu ntia bi. Mu gina park ne so a. Na mo to hihye mo na ho hihye mo. Mutimi nyina fa. Baba.
Hello, Daddy. It's your girl, Eunice. I'm back. I know the apple of your eye. Yes, I'm back. Please, number one, Father, we thank you. Rather, there was one Panama force because hey,
I'm begging Ghana. Today is the D-Day. We should play for everybody. If you are a Muslim, if you are a Buddhist man, Buddhist. If you are a Christian, Chris. If you are at the Bobo, and make everything for Ghana. Thank you for the word so sweet.
Modi Abonika ba.
In Ghana Premier League, who is going to start a World Cup game for the Black Stars of Ghana. Samir J couldn't do it, but Benjamin Asare will be flying the flags of House of Oak High in Boston as Ghana take on the Three Lions of England. For our coach, Carlos Queiroz, this is not the first time he is meeting the Three Lions of England. In 2018, they met, but he lost that game to the Three Lions of England. So, is this going to be a different story? Or this is going to be, just a walk in the park for the Three Lions of England. A quick mention to our sponsors. Today, we have Bigo Cola, Rush Energy Drink, Verna Natural Mineral Water. So, I'll talk to you about the others, but then the drama keeps going on around us where we want to switch with Benjamin Saki, who will be speaking to the people around, because it looks like they are in a high spirit as far as this game is concerned. But let me know yours. Are you confident that Ghana can get the result, not necessarily the victory, but can they get the needed result as far as this game is concerned. Let me introduce the guys here, and we'll be good to go. Harry and Andrew, how are we looking for this game?
I think it's going to be an interesting one. The place is charged, the momentum is high, the stakes are high. I just hope and pray the Black Stars come to the party, because looking at the crowd here, everyone is poised for the game, and I just want to see how the boys will come onto the pitch and do what they know how to do best.
All right, so that is Andrew. If the lineup is ready, we can project it right now, and then we go into it. Benjamin Asare for Ghana. Like I stated, he's going to be the first goalkeeper from the Ghana Premier League who will be handling a World Cup game for the Black Stars. Samir J couldn't do it, but Benjamin Asare is doing it. So he is in post for the Black Stars. The back four against Panama will be maintained by Coach Carlos Quires. Gideon Mensah is preferred ahead of Baba Rahman, Jeremy Poku, Jonas Ajete, Marvin Senaya. In midfield, we have the goal scorer against Panama, Caleb Girenti in there. Thomas Tepate returns after that immigration issues with Canadian authorities that he couldn't play in that game against Panama. And alongside Thomas Tepate, we have Kwesi Sibo, who will be in midfield for the Black Stars. Antoine Semenyo maintains his position. Jordan Ayew also maintains his position in the starting lineup. And Inaki Williams, to the surprise of many Ghanaians, is in the starting lineup. Let me come to you quick. Harry, this is Ghana's lineup for this particular game.
Yeah, very good evening to our charities viewers wherever they are. This game is going to be tough for Ghana, and then I'm very happy about the changes we made. Bringing Inaki Williams and Thomas Tepate into the game signifies that we want to really win or claim a point in this particular game. And so putting Benjamin Asare in the goal post, a player who has considered fewer goals and then has maintained 15 clean in the league last season, I think it's going to be something that benefits Ghanaians, because coming against an English side who's having a certain Hurricane who has scored 50 plus goals in Bayern last season, for me, it's going to be something that we are looking up to. Ghana wants to win the point and
take over and enjoy some Jama session with the fans who are currently available on our live stream on YouTube, Facebook, and on GhanaWeb.com. You can also join us, and we're watching live from Nolan's office here in Accra, a few minutes away from Circle. But let me take you through the lineup of the three Lions of England. Jordan Pickford is in his third FIFA World Cup. He's in there. McGay with All right, so that is Andrew's right here. It is England against Ghana, Europe against Africa, tournament favorites against ambitious challenges. 90 minutes that will shape the destiny of Group L. A win for either team secures the automatic qualification with a run of 32. But for Ghana, even a draw will be a good result for the Black Stars. But Benjamin Saki is ready to interact with some Ghanaians who will be giving us predictions. Do you think Ghana can win this game, Benjamin? If you're ready, you take it and we go. But Benjamin is not ready. We'll be going to the lineup again. Benjamin Asare, history maker, It's been an incredible 16 match for the House of Folk captain, Marvin Senenya, impressed Ghanaians with his performance in that friendly game against Wales. Jonas Ajete made amends for his campaign in that humiliating defeat to Austria and Germany. He was fantastic against Panama alongside Jerome Opoku. Gideon Mensah still preferred over Babarama. Kwesi Sibo in midfield against Thomas Partey, the English. Lots of controversies around him. Haley Renchi scored the only goal for the Black Stars. Jordan Ayew leading. And that is where you guys come in. But then Jordan Ayew in 2022 in Qatar is
first game I always suggest for most of the players. And so when you look at Cristiano Ronaldo like this, in the first game he wasn't effective, but against Uzbekistan he displayed what we know for him. And so I think Jordan will be able to do magic in this game. Despite the odds against Ghanaians, we know that the players, when they want to play, they'll play for us. So for me, I think Jordan starting, though a lot of people are not happy about it. Let's give him the benefit of the doubt. The experience he brings to the game, I think he'll be back.
Alright, so you can hear the noise at the background. The fans here at the Electroland, they are very happy to see Thomas Partey. But tonight in Boston, history, politics, and football collide on the biggest stage in the world. For nearly a century, the relationship between England and Ghana has been shaped by a colonial past. But now the two nations, with intertwined histories, meet once again. But this time, for the first time in the FIFA World Cup, England arrived after an entertaining 4-2 victory over Croatia, where Captain Harry Kane scored a brace. But Ghana coming riding the momentum of a dramatic 1-0 victory against Panama in Toronto. But the spotlight extends far beyond football tonight. Thomas Partey returns to the field in Boston after missing the Panama game due to immigration issues amid ongoing legal proceedings in England, allegations that he strongly denied. Tonight, his presence has dominated the headlines in the build-up, with reports suggesting England players have been left to make their own decisions regarding the traditional pre-match handshake. The noise, the debate, and the scrutiny have all built towards this moment. Yet for the next 90 minutes, the history books, headlines, and controversy give way to football. England against Ghana, a meeting loaded with meaning under the bright light of the FIFA World Cup at the Boston Stadium. We are ready for the national anthem of the Three Lions of England. God bless the King. But when it gets to the national anthem of Ghana, all of us are going to sing together here at the Electroland. So the national anthem of England is currently going to get spent, making its first start in the FIFA World Cup. England and Ghana have never met on this. God bless our homeland Ghana and make our nation great and strong, bold to defend forever. And that is the Ghanaians singing the national anthem proudly. And Jonas Ajete, Gideon Mensah, Thomas Partey, Inaki Williams. God bless our homeland. And that is the Ghanaian fans at the stadium. And help us to resist the oppressors. But ladies and gentlemen, England was the last oppressor we had in the Gold Coast before Dr. Kwame Nkrumah led the charge for independence. Today, Andrew, today we've met our oppressor, the oppressor in our national anthem. Today we've met that oppressor. What do you think we should do to get a good result in this game?
I think we just have to go all out. We just have to focus on the game, go with every.
Before we proceed,
England. I mean, the last time against Panama, you could sense some sort of optimism among the fans. Now we are here once again. This time around, it looks like the star-studded side of the Three Lions seem to put some sort of pessimism among the fans. However, the place is electric. We are here to engage some of the fans to take their thoughts on what they think about the game. Let me come to your name, then why you chose to come to Electroland Ghana Limited.
Okay, my name is Milibetu for Yekachi. Why?
Okay, sure, that's fine.
But maybe because of that, even though match in birthday, but Charlie, you may win.
I mean, he is admitting the fact that the match will be tough, but he is confident that the Black Stars will prevail at the end of the game. Ghana versus England. Then I will share the free Black Stars.
Oh, you're sure, sir. Black Stars, baby. 2-1, 2-1, 2-1.
2-1 in favor of the Black Stars of Ghana. And so we are still getting the thoughts of, some of the fans. Let me.
I hope today Ghana will win 1-0 against England.
Benjamin Asare is keeping the post. There has been conversations about Hurricane coming up against Benjamin Asare. What do you expect with that battle?
Yeah, you see, Ghana gave him. Benjamin Asare is ready for England. So we don't fear Hurricane, stone, rice, drink water. We don't fear them. Only God can save Ghana.
Only God can save Ghana. And so we are putting our hopes, on God, and then in the preparations that the team has made so far to ensure that we go in the game. So we are still trying to get the thoughts of some of the fans ahead of the game. Your chose to come to Electroland Ghana.
Yeah, I reside at Northridge. Yeah.
The English are coming with the Stars, the Black Stars, as you all know, what against Panama. Are you confident that they will be able to prevent the English players from humiliating us?
Of course. Today, it will be as for England. Ghana is going to win.
Ghana is going to win.
By 2 goals to Irenchi. I insist, Irenchi will still score today too. Mike Man West, Irenchi will still score today.
Yes.
2-1.
And so yes, he is also highly confident that Irenchi will score. And so Joel, you can take over as the game is about to kick off.
All right, thank you very much, Benjamin Osaki. We are live at the Boston Stadium. Referee Said Martinez from Hungary is ready to get us underway. Honduras, rather. The Honduran referee is ready. The Black Stars commentary position, right to left. In their yellow jersey, England. In their black and white. And England gets us underway at the Boston Stadium. Jordan Pickford with the first attempt. And Ajete couldn't get it, Hurricane. But the rebound has been cleared out of our goal. It just spends. They send the ball back to the out area. Black Stars looking for the first incursion, but Jordan Ayew couldn't get to it. Ezri Kwanzaa rolls the ball back to his goalkeeper, Jordan Pickford. The Black Stars have never lost their second game in the history of the FIFA World Cup in 2006. Against all odds, beat Czech Republic by 2-0. Baby Jets Samoa Jan and Sule Muntari got the goals for Ghana in 2010. It was a 1-1 against Australia. 2014, 2-2 against Germany. And 2022, it was a 3-2 victory against South Korea. So let me come to you, Harry. Ghana, no matter our form, we don't lose on match day 2 in the FIFA World Cup.
Yeah, so that's an impressive record for us. But coming into this game, you could see that they have a defensive mindset already. I could see Inaki tracking back. Instead of he pressing, he's tracking back. I think if we are pressing from the midfield, Jordan cannot do the pressing. Hence, I expect Inaki Bada to do the pressing. But from the kickoff, Inaki has moved back and Jordan is ahead. So I think if we take the game to the English team, we can defeat them.
All right, there's McGahey. He didn't start in the opening game against Croatia. Comes in to replace John Stones. They pin the Ghanaians in their own goal area. But no threat so far from the English team. Anthony Gordon just signed for Barcelona. Back to Jet Spence again. England not in a hurry. They have all the time to build the attack. Now they roll it to the right hand side, finds Noni Madueke. Madueke comes in. They send the ball back to Ezri Kwanzaa. 2 minutes gone. And nothing concrete from the two teams. By the English are still in possession at this material moment. It will be interesting to see the battle in midfield between Thomas Partey and Declan Rice, former teammate at Arsenal. But now there is McGahey. McGahey whipping the ball, looking for hole. It is Rhys James, good control. He's faced by Gideon Mensah. Rhys James to Noni Madueke, back to James again. And Jude Bellingham. It looks very good for England so far. But Noni Madueke running against Gideon Mensah again. Madueke. He couldn't take it forward, send it back to Rhys James. Rhys James will go to Ezri Kwanzaa. So basically, it's been England dominating so far in the game.
Yes, it was expected, but not at this early stage of the game. Yes, and I'm happy for the Black Stars because no matter how the English national team are trying to come into the game, they've kept the shape so strong. They've kept the shape so strong. So they are really making their lines very well. They are keeping their lines in check. Their shape is really, really intact. So I think it's really nice one for the Black Stars. No matter how the English national team will have to come at them, it's good to cut or get their shape right. And once they get their shape right, that will be a very nice one for the Black Stars.
All right, so the momentum at the stadium here is very big. Now it is the Black Stars in possession. Kwesi Boy in midfield. Rolls the ball back to Ajete. Ajete with a long one looking for Inaki Williams. But Inaki Williams was miles offside. And looks like the momentum at Electroland is very intense. And that was Inaki Williams. But good decision from the assistant line one.
Yes. This is what I expect from Inaki. So when we are defending, he should be the lone man because he has the pace. When he put the ball forward, he's the only player who can chase the ball aside Semenyo. But when Jordan is up front, he can't do the chasing. And so this is what I expect from the coach. Inaki just needs to be the offside marker and then he's on. And that is what we want him to do for us.
That is what we want from Inaki Williams now. It is Jude Bellingham. Jude Bellingham, referee says, gets up. Now the English are going again. Noni Madueke has been fouled. Noni Madueke has been fouled. And it will be an attacking throw. Free kick for the English. Noni Madueke was a constant threat against Croatia. The Croatians couldn't control Madueke. And he has started winning the first set piece for the Three Lions of England. Declan Rice, he's an excellent set piece taker. He has a good whip on the ball. And England scored from a set piece against Croatia. This time around, 5 minutes, Declan Rice whipped the ball in and all. Gideon Mensah was there to clear the ball out of danger. Still with Noni Madueke, he gives the ball away. Now it is Jordan Ayew. Jordan to Antoine Semenyo. But Semenyo couldn't hold on to possession. And Anthony Gordon quickly stepped in to intercept the ball from getting to Antoine Semenyo. Now possession reverts back to England. And now they're going again. They whip the ball in, looking for Anthony Gordon. Good control, but he couldn't beat Marvin Semenyo. Good block from the defender.
Yes, I think I like how the Black Stars are playing at the back. It kept the shape so compact. The English national team are not able to penetrate into the defense, and that is how they should be attacking. They should be defending against the English national team, because if they allow them to penetrate into the game, then it's going to be a difficult chance for the Black Stars. So the shape is very good, and I like how the Black Stars are keeping the shape. Yes, if you can't take the ball, just keep the shape so high that they can't even get access through you and your defenders. So I think that is really a nice one for the Black Stars.
That is a nice one for the Black Stars. Opening 7 minutes in the game. No clear-cut chance. And that is Harry Kane doing what he does best, trying to drop deep whilst initiating the attack for his team.
Yeah, that is what Harry Kane does, and that is the extra thing that he brings to the team. A striker doesn't only sit up front and wait for the balls to come. Hence, he as the captain seems very insightful to come back, receive the ball. Even when things are not working, he comes back to receive the ball and then move it up front for those who can score to score. And so we expect this more of him from Harry Kane. Like Andre said, the shape of our defense is very good. Mistake at the back to cost us in this part, because this game, even the point is very crucial for us. Even the point is this game is very crucial for us.
Even a point is very crucial. 4 points will be more than enough to guarantee Ghana a spot in the run of 32. And so a draw here today will be very good for the Black Stars, but England still in possession. Now they roll it, good one. Declan Rice in possession. Declan looking for Anthony Gordon. The Black Star player step in, and it is Jonas Ajete who cleared the ball out of danger. Good one from Jordan Ayew. But Jordan, he couldn't get to it. And England will come again. Now it's Declan Rice, open up play, looking for Noni Madueke, good control, and Gideon Mensah was there to stop that attack from Noni Madueke.
Yes, it's really a nice one for the Black Stars. Yes, like again, I'm repeating myself. I really like how the Black Stars have shaped themselves at the back. And that is the only way they are going to keep themselves in the game. They shouldn't allow them get into the game. The shape is very good. If you can't get to the ball, just keep the shape intact. That's the only way you can be able to keep yourself in the game.
That is that. Judy Bellingham nearly caused trouble for the Ghanaians. Possession wise, the English in the opening 10 minutes, they've controlled the game, but they've not created a decent opportunity. Now comes to Noni Madueke down the right hand side, sent it back to Ezri Konsa. Konsa to Elliot Anderson, back to Rhys James. Elliot. So far, they've taken over the midfield. They've taken over the midfield in this game. Now it's Noni Madueke whipping the ball, and oh, Jerome Opoku clears the ball out of danger. And that is Noni Madueke again. Noni to Elliot Anderson. Anderson to Ezri Konsa. And Magay, he's an excellent passer of the ball. We're looking for Declan Rice, right to Anthony Gordon. Gordon, many believe that Marcus Rashford should have started this game. He came up from the bench to score a goal. Now it's Noni Madueke against Gideon Mensah. It will be an interesting battle between the two. Noni, Whippings, and Declan Rice is Rhys James. And oh, good clearance. That was a scare. That was a scare in the Black Stars penalty box. Rhys James. A big relief for Ghana. But now defending again. Israel Kwanzaa back to Rhys James on the right hand side. Ghana doing the chasing a lot.
Yes, I think they should have just moved on to just mount the pressure. That is the only way they can win the ball. Yes, the Black Stars are trying to maintain the momentum of the game by not coming out of their shells, and I think that is something that they are doing right. Keep the shape intact. If you can't win the ball, don't open up. Just keep the shape, and you are good to go.
Just keep the shape. Marvin Seneya has been penalized for his foul on Anthony Gordon. And that was a timely intervention from Thomas Partey. Now free kick in a very dangerous area. Rhys James and Declan Rice will fancy this one. Anthony Gordon will also want the opportunity to explore. This has been a tournament for goalkeepers. And this is the time for Benjamin Asari to write his name in gold. Goalkeepers, they've been very impressive from Vosinha to all the others. Can Benjamin Asari maintain the same reputation of goalkeepers in this tournament? And it's Declan Rice with a long one. And missed the pole by a few inches. But it looks like Benjamin Asari had it covered. It looks like he had it covered. And nothing, this ball. Harry, it looks like he had it covered.
Yeah, he had it covered. And then I'm not sure this ball was going to scare Benjamin. In the last game against Croatia, England played 22 shots. And then they had 8 on target. As of that, they scored 4. Now, Benjamin faced a total of 12 goals from Panama, which was the weaker side according to statistics. But coming to this game, we can see the confidence that the goalkeeper is beaming with. He wants to make his mark on international stage. Even if not a top-tier team because of his age, he could get a decent deal after this tournament. So for me, I think he's done well. He had it covered, and I want him to keep on doing that.
All right, so that is it. The president of the Ghana Football Association, Kurt Okerku, is sitting beside FIFA's Gianni Infantino. Harry Kane was just given a welcome address by Jonas Ajete in the local dialect. This is a typical example of Maninkonimu. And that's exactly what Jonas Ajete has done. But Jonas Ajete was advised to bring some Aboniki. Let's see whether the English coming again. Declan Rice, good one. And oh, Declan Rice still in the 18-yard. It is Anthony Gordon, and it is the English Jonas. And oh, Gideon Mensah is there to clear the ball out of danger. 15 minutes. The game has not really been that entertaining, but the atmosphere here at Electroland might give you a different picture. But we're still in the game. It's Rhys James. An excellent pass off the ball. Good one finds Anthony Gordon. Gordon against Marvin Seneya. Gordon against Seneya down the right-hand side. And it's back to Elliot Anderson. Anderson to Gordon again. Now it is just Spence. He's whipping the ball, and now Jonas Ajete, he couldn't clear it. And the refresh is good. And it's going to be a corner kick for England.
Yes, I think the Black Stars are forcing the English national team to play to their rhythm, and that is what is really making the game very interesting. They are not able to possess the ball like they used to do. And all have thought that by now Black Stars will be down by some goals, but that is not what is happening in the game. The Black Stars are keeping their shape right, and they are really making it count. They really want to counter the English national team, but as to when they get the ball, that will be the turning point. So let's see how the Black Stars will be able to capitalize on some of the back lines of the English national team.
It is a corner kick. Declan Rice for Arsenal. Declan with an in-swinger straight and all. And Jerome Poku was there to intercept. The resulting kick has been cleared by Gideon Mensah. It will be an attacking throw in with James. He takes it to Elliot Anderson. Elliot Anderson to Jet Spence. Spence to Elliot Anderson. 80% of ball possession now. It is Rhys James. And Rhys James whip the ball in and all. Caleb Renchi. I know Jordan wins a very important defensive free kick for Ghana to allow the Black Stars to breathe a bit.
I think this is what Jordan knows how to do. He really can hold on to the play and get his players back to support him. I think after about 2 to 3 minutes, this is Black Stars' first chance to get onto the ball, trying to also possess the ball. Let's see how the Black Stars will be able to possess the ball, not give the ball cheaply to the English national team.
Can the Black Stars do it? Inaki Williams. Inaki Williams has been a flag for a push on McGay. But it's early days yet, but the Black Stars have barely had a sniff of the English penalty area. They've had their boots on our necks in the opening 80 minutes of the game, but the good news is that we haven't conceded. England, they haven't won a single trophy since their victory in 1996. But for Ghana, our last trophy was in 1982. If I do a simple overhead count, I can tell you that about 70% of the people here were not born when Ghana last won a trophy. The 10% who were born to, they were below the age of 10, so they didn't see the celebrations. But as far as the World Cup is concerned, we've had some good moments, especially in 2010. But can we have it again? 3 points, currently 4 points each. But England with McGay surging forward. McGay to Ezri Kwanzaa. Ghanaians are not pressing enough. And that is the reason why many wanted to see the young boys. Many wanted to see Enes Nyama. They wanted to see Brandon Thomas Asante. But there is Rhys James whipping the ball, looking and all. Go straight. The cross from Rhys James went straight into the waiting arms of goalkeeper Benjamin Asari. Harry.
Yeah, so Benjamin has positioned himself very well to grab these balls. When you look at the game, we are playing to our rhythm. England want to play a fast game, but then when we get the ball, we slow it for them. And that helps us to actually possess the ball, even though we don't hold the ball for too long. But then when we want to play to their rhythm, we want to play a fast-paced game with the English team, we cannot contain them. We get tired early. And so I think we are doing well. We are managing them well. We are forcing them to play to our game plan, not their game plan. And I think if we maintain that in the second half, we'll be able to get a goal out of it. When we get a goal, we can defend this. We can defend this. I believe in this team. We can defend this.
Harry believes in this team. And that was the attempt from Declan Rice. It looks like a straight training ground routine from Declan Rice.
Yes, this was a well-rehearsed training ground routine practice from Declan Rice and the English national team. I don't think that they should be giving him such chances around the 18 like this, because he can cause an upset for you at any day, at any time. So Declan Rice should be one of the people that they should look out for with set pieces like this. They shouldn't give him chances like this around the 18 and even anywhere close around the box. If in a chance, it should be somewhere outside or even somewhere far away from the box.
Yeah, and also, you know, the odds are against we the Africans. England has never lost to African teams at the World Cup for some time now. Their West is draw. And so Ghana coming to this game, all the odds are against us, but we also want to rewrite history to favor us. And so I believe that what the boys are doing, if they're able to maintain this posture and contain the English team till the first 45 minutes is over, when we come back to the second half, we can be able to put any positive result in the second half, just like we did against Panama. So they should just keep it up. But then I would prefer Inaki moving a bit up for Jordan to drop a bit back. Then when you put the ball up front, he can chase. When it happens like that, when you cross the ball, there is someone up front who can chase the ball. But with Jordan, nobody can chase the ball because when he gets the ball, he relaxes with the ball and then he possesses the ball. And then the English team can attack or take the ball from him. But when you throw the ball for Inaki to chase against a defender, he will be able to go one-on-one with any defender that comes with him. So for me, I think they are doing well. Niyama being at the bench and then maybe might come in the second half is a positive news for us. In the first game, we didn't see much of him because the Panamas were able to take him on. But in this game, because the players who play to their rhythm, they are playing with players that are at the top level. They are also from the top clubs, so they can compete at the same level. So coming in the second half, playing against tired legs, I think it's a good thing for Niyama, just like Shaku Fatah also did in the second half of the game against Panama.
All right, so the medics have attended to Jordan Ayew and Rhys James after the head collision. And now the Honduras referee resumes play, reverts back to Ghana. Jonas Ajete finds Inaki Williams. And this is the reason why we needed our dribblers in this game. The entire Ghanaian lineup, there is not a single dribbler. All of them are on the bench. Fatawi Sahaku, Enes Nyama, Kamadin Sulemana, all of them are on the bench. And in a game that we are defended, it would have been good to have them anytime we break away.
Yes, would have been good, but I think that yes, the coach knows why he paraded this team for the first half. Let's see what they can do with the introduction of Niyama and the likes in the second half. I think that it's going to be an interesting game. Looking at how the Black Stars are playing, we will need more energy in the second half as compared to this. All we need to do is to contain the English national team in the first half and see how best we can also match them in the second half.
And that is an opportunity inside the 18-yard box being cleared. Kwesi Sibo, it is Jordan. Couldn't maintain possession. It reverts back to England. England, their best finish at the World Cup was in 1966. And that is Kwesi Sibo. He wins the ball. He struggles to create something. And now Ghana defending. They are struggling to swing 4 passes together. Now comes Noni Madueke. Noni to Rhys James. Rhys James, his courses are dangerous this time around. It's been cleared by Thomas Partey and Antoine Semenyo. Referee, I think that there should have been an advantage here. England, they've dominated the game, but they've not created anything. And the problem with the Black Stars in this game is that they are struggling to even swing 6 passes together.
Yes, it's really a challenge, but I think that yes, they are doing something right for themselves. All what they are doing now is to keep the shape. The shape is very, very good. Because once they're able to keep the shape, yes, they are not able to get to the back of the team. And that's the only thing that is really helping the Black Stars. The shape is very, very right. Keep the shape intact. Know how to possess the ball. But we are really struggling to put 1 or 2 passes in between our players. If you're able to do 1 or 2 passes, then I think the third one will result into an in-swinger to one of our strikers, and it might cause an upstairs in the game.
All right, so the hydration break. So far in 22 minutes, 86% ball possession for England, 14 for Ghana. No shots on targets between the two teams, but 3 total attempts from England. No big chance created so far. So it's basically been England just giving side passes. But Black Stars, they've not also been able to at least make something out of the little possession they are getting. And whilst we are on the hydration break, let me talk to you. Rush Energy Drink. Rush Energy Drink says, be bold and be you. Fatawi Sahaku leading the charge for Rush Energy Drink. Be bold and be you. Usla Enterprise. Generator drilling machine compactors. Visit Usla's Enterprise. Just Chinese. If you're looking for a place to enjoy yourself with a proper meal, just visit Just Chinese, any of our branches at Airport Residential Area, East Legon and Osu. Verna Natural Mineral Water. Verna says, nature's finest. When you are in traffic, wherever you are, just get yourself Verna Natural Mineral Water. DSTV, official broadcaster for the 2026 FIFA World Cup. Now DSTV says, if you are an existing subscriber, you can just recharge with just 58 Ghana cedis. Just the star 759 hash and then follow prompt. We'll come back to you, Ben, after the first 45 minutes. Hydration break is over. But so far in this tournament, we've seen that whenever they go for hydration break, momentum changes. Is it going to happen for Ghana?
Yeah, we hope so, because against Croatia, England was already 1-0 up at the hydration break. And then when Croatia came back, it became 1-1. And so for me, I think Ghana can also take that challenge, even against Panama. Before the hydration break, we've seen a lot of attempts on goal by the Panamas. And then I think he has made a lot of saves before the hydration break. And so this time around, we've not made a lot of saves, and then they've not played a lot of shots at our goalkeeper. But then we can take that charge, with that motivation, and then come back into the game stronger, control the tempo of the game before going to the second half. When we come back, we may be able to win the game, because we can then make changes and then affect the change in the performance.
We are back with the game now. Ezri Kwanzaa, England still in possession. Hydration break or not, the Three Lions have the ball at their feet. Black Stars, Jordan Pickford picks out Jet Spence. And there is Jet Spence. Inaki Williams couldn't dispossess him now. It is Marvin Senaya. Good one for Marvin to win possession and all. What was he waiting for?
I think when the Black Stars get the ball, trying to locate their player is very, very difficult. Yes, they are defending, so you don't see anyone up front that you can give a pass to. So I think that once you hold on to the ball, then you'll be dispossessed. So I think that we should have a different tactics into the game. Yes, we've defended so much. Let's try and see if we can open up a bit and try to play the game and see how best we can get ourselves into the game.
Let's try and see what we can do. 30 minutes inside the Boston Stadium. Like I said, Ghana have never lost its opening game. It's match day 2 game in the FIFA World Cup. Jordan, are you? with a good hold-up play. And Jordan, Ghanaians don't like his hold-up play at all. They don't like his hold-up play.
Yes, they don't like the hold-up play, but I think that for us, yeah, this is something that is going to help because you can't keep giving the ball away to your opponents like that. If you are defending, then you need to keep the play. You need to hold on to the momentum. You don't have to run so much because once you run so much, you can't come back and defend. So holding on to the ball and looking for your opponent in empty spaces, that is what the Black Stars are trying to do now.
The free kick has been effective from the Turkish-based defender, Jerome Poku. And Jonas Ajete. And then this is what injuries can do, because I'm not sure that in October, when we qualified for the World Cup, any Ghanaian thought that our central defensive pair at this World Cup is going to be Jonas Ajete and Jerome Poku. But injuries to Alexander Jiku and Mohamed Salisu provided the opportunity for these young boys to also show the entire nation what they can do. And there is Noni Madueke. Madueke against Gideon Mensah. And Kwesi Subwa couldn't cry it. And it is, good one. Rhys James wins possession again. And so England, it is just Spence. Spence to Noni Madueke again. Madueke drives the ball in. He wheels the ball in and Jonas Ajete cleared the ball out of danger. We are not out of the woods yet. Gideon Mensah, good one. And Gideon Mensah managed to win a defensive. That is Gideon Mensah. That was a good defensive work right there. But you see, the interesting thing about our left backs is that the exclusion of Derek Atakon puts extra pressure on the left back, because if you are a left back in this team and you don't perform, every Ghanaian will be like, why did we leave Derek on for this one? But it is Marvin Senea and Anthony Gordon whipping the ball and all. Good one from Jonas Ajete to clear the ball out of danger again. Good one from Jonas.
Yes, our center backs are doing very, very, very well. In fact, the defensive lines are all performing. From Gideon Mensah, Thomas Ajete, to Jerome Opoku, to Senaya. In fact, I'm very happy that this guy didn't play for Togo. If he had played for Togo, it should have been a wasted talent. Performing at the World Cup at this higher stage for me is a blessing. And we should count ourselves lucky to have this guy playing for us. I think Gideon has one of the best performances on the pitch. Of course, he may lose some balls, but his man marking has been very brilliant. He's taking on Madueke very, very well, and then he's not allowing him any space to even come or enter the 18-yard box.
Marvin Senea plays in the French league for Auxerre. He was born on the 28th of January 2001. 25 years of age. He's a player that the Ghana Football Association had to bully Togo. And when the GFA took Senea from Togo, Ghanaians were asking questions, is this boy exceptional? But so far, since making his debut against Wales, Marvin Senea has proven that the fight the GFA fought to get his services was not in vain. And so far, he is the highest rated player in this game. 7.2 ratings after 35 minutes of action for Marvin Senea.
Yes, I think he's really doing well at the right-hand side, trying to contain Gordon and Declan Rice. So he's really doing well. Yes, that is what we need from him. Just keep the shape intact.
And that is another Madueke whipping the ball now. Declan Rice got to the header, but Declan Rice, he couldn't connect to the ball proper. That is the danger Noni Madueke brings to the English team. It was Declan Rice who rose high to head that ball, but Rice couldn't get it on target.
Yes, if you watch the game, England are trying to change their tactics. They are trying to go long with some long crosses into the game because they are trying so hard to penetrate into the defenders of the national team of the Black Stars. So they are trying to go long with the air balls and reach. If they do that, probably they might try to get a goal because they have the men up front there that can equally cause an upstairs with the head. So it's really going to be an interesting one, seeing how the Black Stars will be able to contain them up front with the long balls and also at the top.
A very interesting comment on our live feed on YouTube. Somebody is asking, where is the pastor who said Ghana is going to colonize England? Because per what we are watching, it looks like they are rather recolonizing us. And just like Alhaji Karim Gruza will say, go namafefe. So we've not conceded. So for many, that is the most important thing.
Yes, so we just need to manage the game. When you look at the best teams in the tournament, look at Senegal. Senegal played a beautiful footballs yesterday, but then they lost. And so we are not here to play beautiful football. This is a tournament that you need to win points and qualify the round of 16 or round of 32. So just manage the game and then qualify. That's all.
And I'm talking to you about Quinori. Quinori Cosmetics. Quinori Cosmetics also making sure that our live stream will become a possibility. Revive your dull-looking skin with lightweight, long-lasting hydration. Helps brighten and refreshen the skin with uplifting citrus for a healthy, radiant glow. That is Quinori. Furniture City. Furniture City. Furniture City. Recommending Furniture City for you. Score unbeatable deals on sofas, coffee tables, TV units, up to 30% discount from Furniture City. And also Malcolm. We all know that Malcolm where Ghana shops. Malcolm says that spend 800 Ghana cedis and more and stand a chance of winning amazing prizes, including a car, a TV, 40,000 Ghana cedis worth of gift vouchers, Bigo Cola for your party, engagement, boys hangout. Bigo Cola has got you covered. And now England, Anthony Gordon, you know, the referee gives a call in our favor, offside. The Black Stars have barely lifted a finger in this game. We've defended 40 minutes, but we have Mr. Clean Sheet in pole. Benjamin Asare has a clean sheet aura around him. And he's a player. If Samia J is watching, Samia J will be very proud. Because after leading Ghana to 2006 and now Jerome Opoku, now the Black Stars swinging passes together. And Declan Rice has been penalized. Oh, Declan Rice will go into the box of referee Said Martinez. And Rice, the first yellow card in this game, it goes to Declan Rice. Harry.
Yeah, so you can see that this is the first time we're able to put some passes together. And while doing that, we didn't move forward. We were just swinging the passes in the midfield. They thought they could pounce on us and then counter-attack. But then our defenders were so smart enough to get the ball away.
Is this
Now,
not a possible red card?
This should have been a possible red card. Let's see if VAR review it. But then, you know, we are playing against the world.
We know VAR will not intervene.
Yes, because
they didn't intervene when Lionel Messi stamped someone. He didn't even get a yellow card.
Yes.
But the resulting free kick has been wasted. Now, good one from Antoine Samayon. Samayon inside the 18-yard box. It is Antoine Samayon and all. Jordan Ayew did the good one. He wins possession back. It is Jordan. Can Jordan?
I think Semenyo should have released the ball as early as possible. If he had released the ball, we might be either having a shot on goal or a corner kick.
The Ghanaians, Antoine Semenyo, will be attempting a long throw. Semenyo whipping the ball with a long throw, and Jerome Opoku gets it back to Antoine Semenyo. Down at the edge of the box, Semenyo, can he whip a ball in? And now Semenyo dancing. And now Ghana get to the first corner kick.
You see, when we are attacking, we should be mindful that the English team is dangerous on the counter-attack. We need to be very careful, not all of our players to move into the 18-yard box, because all our defenders are good in the air. Hence, they'll be tempted to go and head the ball and score. If we leave our back open, they may take advantage of the corner kicks.
And I'm reminding you that in the FIFA World Cup qualifiers, Ghana scored a lot of goals from the set piece. Ghana's first corner kick. Jordan, are you whipping the ball? And no. Ezri Kwanzaa, they clear the ball out of danger. Now, Gideon Mensah sending another one. Rhys James will send it back. And there, Ghana, Caleb Renchi, haven't really seen him in this game. Possession reverts back to Ghana. It is Thomas Partey, good one. And Partey with a long one, looking for Jordan Ayew. And Jordan Ayew couldn't beat Rhys James. Rhys James is a worthy opponent. One of the best in his position. If you want a player to handle Rhys James, it needs to be a player who has pace. If your winger doesn't have pace, there is no way that winger can survive against Rhys James.
Yes, you need to have pace because they are full of running. You can't. Modern football is all about running. You don't have to be standing. So if you don't have that pace, then they are going to struggle against this boy. So you have to get the momentum on. Just get yourself into the game. Then you have to make some of these incursions into the game.
The game is gradually opening up. But England will have an attempt from the corner kick again. Jude Bellingham scored a brilliant goal in that opening game against Croatia. Harry Kane scored from a Declan Rice corner against Croatia as well. They have another opportunity. It's Declan Rice against Rice with a whip. And now Jordan Ayew, he cleared the ball. Gideon Mensah who cleared the ball totally out of the Ghanaian penalty box. Jordan Pickford has not really been tested in this game. None of the goalkeepers have been tested anyway. We will do 6 minutes of additional time. 369 Gym and Wellness Center. 369 Gym and Wellness Center. Also making it possible for us to be here 369 Wellness Center. It is Rich James. Go to Ezra Konsa. He was a player that many didn't expect to start all England's game. We've done a minute of the additional time. It is Jude Bellingham. Bellingham to Noni Madueke. Madueke looking for Jude Bellingham. Bellingham gets it inside the penalty box, but it will be a welcome goal kick for the Black Stars.
Yes, the Black Stars are really doing so well. I didn't expect this from the Black Stars, yes, but they've proved all wrong. Yes, they are doing something right, containing the English national team, holding on to the play, trying to get onto the loose balls, not giving them the needed chance to get at Benjamin Asare, because once they get into the box, definitely they are going to get a shot at goal. So they are trying so well not to give them that necessary chance onto the ball, hold on to the ball so well. But yes, the Black Stars have to also locate their players at positions that is also going to make some good incursions into the game. Yes, Iñaki has been very, very quiet. The charge up front is not for the ball, but the charge up front is to locate a man. But I think they should just charge on, just locate the ball, try to get the ball from the English national team, and they can just pounce on the counter and just get the needed goal for the Black Stars.
Ghana's attack has been very poor. Inaki Williams in 45 minutes plus 2 additional time. Now it is Hurricane inside the 18-yard box. Hurricane, I know that was a good block. Good block. Hurricane dangling in the 18-yard box. And it was Jonas Ajete. Ajete with the block. And Ajete again proving to Ghanaians that the mistake against Austria will never define him. England getting another corner kick. This time around on the other side, Declan will do an in-swing rather. Declan Rice whipping the ball and all. Ghanaians clear their lines. The defensive abilities have been super. But getting possession and making a meal out of it has been a problem. And now possession, England, they have their boots on our necks. It's been like that, and now it is Noni Madueke running at our defenders inside the 18-yard box. And now Noni Madueke has been dispossessed now. It is Antoine Semenyo. He gives the ball away. Marvin Semenyo regains possession to Inaki Williams. And Inaki Williams, he couldn't put the ball through. And Jet Spence, it will be very interesting to see what NS Nyama will handle Jet Spence. I'm thinking that in the second half, we need to introduce at least 2 runners, Kamadi and then NS Nyama on the wait for Ghana.
Possibly, it may not be Nyama, but we may need Ishaku because he also comes with a certain strength that we cannot do without it. And so, when you look at this game, we've been able to silence Jude Bellingham completely. In the first game against Croatia, he was controlling the tempo of the game. But here, when they get into the box, he's confused, he doesn't know what to do because once he receives the balls, the defenders are surrounding him. And so for me, we've been able to manage this game to this point very, very well. Second half, I expect England to come all blazing. And that is where we'll take advantage of that and then give them or kill them at the back.
Ghana looking for a last attempt at goal. Barrow, referee, has scored for a foul for that silly tackle on Jerome Opoku. Jerome Opoku, it was very silly from Jude Bellingham. And trust Jerome Opoku to respond in the second half. This might be the final attack in the first 45 minutes plus the 6 additional time. This is GhanaWeb's live coverage of the 2026 FIFA World Cup
And referee Saeed Martinez blows his whistle to bring the first 45 minutes in Boston to an end. At the end of the first 45 minutes, the game was still intact. The English boys, there's some bits of commotion on the pitch. It looks like Jude Bellingham and the Ghanaians are getting into it. The stewards are stepping in. The technical bench are stepping in. And now we'll go to Benjamin Saki to get some reactions for the second half. After first 45 minutes, Ghana 0, England 0. Emilian Logistics, Lizzie Shito, Glyco General, Rush Energy Drink, Usla's Enterprise, Just Chinese, Verna Natural Mineral Water, DSTV, Quinori, Furniture City, Mercom, and Bigo Cola. Also, let me tell you that we are coming to you live from Electroland Ghana Limited, their office here at Ring Road in Accra, about a few minutes away from Circle. All right, so if Benjamin, you are ready, you can take over.
Thank you very much, Joel. And so it was defensive solidity that helped Ghana to draw 0-0 against the Three Lions of England. And so far, so good. The Black Stars are faring well. I'm here to engage some fans to share their opinion on what they make of the game. Eja, first half, Ghana 0, England 0.
Yes. Ampa. Yeah, dear pa. Yeah, papa. Now second half, and I'm going ball. Yeah, Bombardier defending. But second half, who said there ever be a game anymore. Game will be any better Ghana. Said their ball on Mubono. Oh my yard, dear pa. My young second half. Near 2 changes. Not who said their ball, no baby. Oh my Casano. Oh my, you better know your sound too. It's a minute, I mean, you hope. Yet, you know, oh, yeah, you are. Hope to say, I best say England. So on, you best show on, a better on one. And to me, dear, minute now, and it does so say, Bibia Bay, into a beer more beer and slow. Bibia very fine.
Bibia very fine. And so, I mean, he is very confident that in the second half, Coach Carlos Cruz will be able to tweak his tactics, and when that happens, the Black Stars will open up the game, and possibly we will be able to produce some goals against England. Let me come to you. I mean, the center pair coming into the tournament, we lost Mohamed Salisu, Alexander Jiku. These were established center backs we had. Now, Jerome Opoku and then Jonas Ajete coming in. And, I mean, they are playing with some cohesion that they've played for years.
Well, you see, now we know each other how they play. So now we need Salisu, to come. And Jiren, I forgot his name, sir. We need that 2 guys to come and stand there so that we can perform very well. Yeah, we need the wings. Fatal to come to the wings so that we can perform. You see, England is seniors. England is our seniors. So we did well in the first half. Thank you.
We did well in the first half. Let me come to you. Your name, and then you share, your thoughts with us. Let me speak to you about Gideon Mensah and then Marvin Senna. They've been absolutely brilliant.
Yeah, of course. They've performed very well today. What I realized is that when I started the game, I was even expecting that Ghana would score. But then what we were expecting from the beginning, what I've seen right now shows that Ghana is going to score. I was thinking maybe in the first half, they are going to score Ghana. But from what I see right now, Ghana is ahead. Because they've watched the game from the beginning. They were at the back watching the match, realizing that these people were not going to come forward. But then Ghana at the back was watching how the game will be. Right now, what I can see is that Ghana is going to win this match in the second half. From what I see.
Per what you see, Ghana is going to win this match. I mean, let me talk to you about Rush Energy Drink. They are one of our sponsors for the 2026 FIFA World Cup. That's GhanaWeb's coverage of the Mundial. Talk to me about the attacking prowess of the team. At the latter stages of the first half, you could see that when we opened up a bit, we're able to threaten the defense. What do you expect Coach Carlos Crest to do in the second half?
So second half, I'm hoping to see Badan Asante and Eshinyama to come inside and then do more roundings behind them. Because second half, they're going to get frustrated. They want to score. We are not allowing them to score. They'll be coming all in, and that's where we are going to pin them in.
And that's where we are going to pin them in. Let me talk to you also. He made mention of frustration. During the hydration break, Thomas Tuchel seemed to, be in a frustration mood, talking to Jude Bellingham about the score. Do you think this result will be able to unsettle them, cause some frustration that we can take advantage of in the second half?
Yeah, I think the second half is going to be, there's going to be a lot of pressure on the England team. And then my scoreline is 1. Ghana is going to take it. It's just 1. Yeah, you have to believe that. It's just 1.
It's just 1. You have to believe that. And so, yes, we are still trying to speak to some fans to share their thoughts on what they make of the game. And so, at the end of the first half, it's Ghana 0, England Rush Energy Drink. They are here to provide, some drinks for the fans to ensure that they stay energized. They say, be bold, be you. That's Rush Energy Drink. Let me come to you, Chief. So, yes, first half, no, Ghana draw 0-0. Then now walk up game,
Oh, me say, you bet me, I'm making first half, you bet me, I'll draw and answer the no. Because we share the way England for no a strike or so and like their performance on the first one, which means second match here no more baby, we will find it difficult. But as a matter of fact, our defenders, our midfielders, and then the forward, they were able to prove that on the second half they will make sure to score. And to me, I hope say Fatao Ebeba, because Fatao is very sharp. It's so the neighbor, obet me proof Bruce James wrong. It's on Yabona, na counter attack no et yesu. It's soon, I say no one. One say,
Yakoye so Ghana is going to win. He is relying on counter attacks, as Coach Thomas Tuchel said during his press conference. But younger about the attack. And so it's like Yenya ball now, boom boom no, I say adults. Instead of saying calm it down. Y'all try to possess the ball. Then I will share him everything in terms of changes.
Adiama ye ball no, aye boom boom no. Rest na we so no so. Nti players nso ehun say omo bie ball bebre na ye be emo betumi ahye hen. Nti omo de ne say omo ba omo nyina akọ animu a omo ba etire e be defend. Nti onu mu ye one ball a na boom eneko. Ba me hu say say no hu say ye winga no, wings na enko. Nti say enyo obi otumi kuta ball. But my dad no one or to be true back me no and Mumba.
Players Ben I will show him also.
Oh, maybe I say Shaku, Eba, and Asante. Yeah, Asante. Then Jessino. Honest one, because he's speeding here.
He's speeding. Yes, and so he's also calling for substitutions early in the second half to ensure that the team will be able to turn things around and possibly grind out a result from this game. And so yes, we are still trying to engage some fans to also share their thoughts. I could see open in Biaka.
For me, I have a message for Nigerians. You people who are sitting online doing banter games, you people should qualify so that you have the certificate to banter Ghana. See the first half, you are telling us that they will score us 3. They are doing analysis. See, nothing works. Say, over possession 80, near about 20, our possession, yes, and work on table.
And so that is also him, throwing some jab to Nigerians online who are also trying their best, as soon as possible to ensure that they also get something to talk about with regards to their team's performance. Younger about first 45 minutes. Blacks are surprised one.
Oh, I'm surprised me because expectation and I'm
in fact say no one on my because board here so we show opponent now we show how our born boy and also we find strategy be also be used there at the amano into ball on my body there and one no
then I will share him say your best is in the second half.
Oh, second half ready may share say and Nyama and then Thomas Asante at least two changes be on but me a baby no because Thomas can say and Nyama no what the ball manual on a pace in the or walk and over to me I take at least one or two players not me up on any yeah it to me creative space I can say Ghana for it me say Nyama Thomas Asante and then maybe a Kamadi Suleiman but me a baby now or me a baby such a media
okay, so I mean there seems to be some consensus among the fans regards to the lack of potency in the attack of the team. Black Stars first half 0-0.
Ghana coaching operators be a watching if I say England now what's Ghana say Ghana they really they were fair for the first half no but o share send your bomb match now who say defense no tactical and on mobile into born a qua and go see baby I think Ghana or bomb match
so he is impressed with the first half performance. Quickly maybe to me and then what I say about first half performance, you know, and so what share your thoughts on it? I mean, let me come to you. England, I mean, we expected them to penetrate our defense, but then the solidity at the back has been brilliant.
See, if you check this ball, it's like a tactics that the coach is playing. I was thinking Thomas Partey would move forward like playing number 8 position. But because of the experience, he has moved him back to the typical number 6. So if Thomas Partey is playing the typical number 6, all right, then we should remove Sibo from the position of number 8. Because if you check the Irenchi and then Thomas Partey, they are playing the defensive midfield. So we need to bring someone who is very creative. If he can go to the and then Semenyo will come at the number 10, I think it will be better. And then also, Aki is not running fast. We need someone who can run fast. But because of experience, we want names so that the England people will fear us too. That is why he put Semenyo and then Inaki and then Jordan at the. But if you check, Inaki is not running fast. So we have to remove Inaki too and bring someone who can run fast so that we can score. England teams, if you don't joke, and if we joke, by second half they can beat us. But me, for sure, what the coach is doing, we can beat England by 1-0.
We can beat England by 1-0. So he is calling for pacey players to be introduced into the game, and by so doing, we will be able to take advantage of the counter-attacks that may come in the way of Ghana. And so let me try to, engage more fans on the first half performance. What is lacking for England, the Three Lions of England? What is lacking?
Oh, actually, they are not lacking it. They have the players, so eventually they will find a way to. But the Ghanaians are also proving stubborn. You understand? So in the first half, you are comfortable with the way they are doing their things. The second half, they find people who come in, putting pace inside, like Fatah Issa Kunyama and the likes of Brandon Asante. You understand me? So far, you are good to go. Second half, 1-0.
Second half, 1. And so, yes, let me come to you also. Black Stars of Ghana, 0-0 in the first half. Is this something that you expected?
Oh, of course. I think somehow it was predicted, but I think in the second round, Ghana will take the game. Ghana is going to take the game.
Ghana is going to take the game on. My lady, let me, take your thoughts on the first half. You coming in, what was the expectation? And so far, have your expectations been met?
Oh yeah. Before the game started, I was.
All right, thank you very much, Benjamin Asaki. Thank you, and thanks to everyone who spoke to Benjamin. It is clear that they are impressed with the way the team has defended, but they are not impressed with the way they've played in terms of their attacking options. So are we going to see immediate changes? Victor has joined us. Victor has joined us. So I'll go to Victor first. But this is England's record in their second group stage game in the history of the FIFA World Cup. Overall, they've played 16 games on match day 2. They've won 8, they've drawn 6, and they've lost 2. But for Ghana, 2006, 2010, 2014, and 2022, the Black Stars have never lost on match day 2. 2 victories, 2 draws. Let me bring you in, Victor. First 45 minutes. Personally, I think that the introduction of Inaki Williams and our attacking options, it was no good. But what was your observation and what are you expecting for the second half?
Yeah, so thank you very much. I think the first 45 minutes was a bit exciting. When you look at the 2 games prior to this particular game, I think the notion of everybody is that the Black Stars were going to sit back and soak the pressure, and I think that is what Coach Carlos Queiroz is trying to do in this particular game. You ask my opinion, I think that this is not a game the Black Stars should be aiming to win because of the kind of opposition we are playing against. To be very frank with you, you scan England starting 11, you compare to that of the Black Stars, you realize that they are way ahead of us. So I like what Carlos Queiroz is trying to do so far. If you watch his games he has played since he became Black Stars head coach, against Wales, our first half is not impressive. You take them against Panama, equally it was porous in the first 45 minutes, but I have always had confidence in the Black Stars second half, and I can promise you that in this second half you see the Black Stars coming out with gun blazing, and maybe 1 or 2 changes, the likes of Brandon Thomas Asante coming in, and then Fatal will give Black Stars some sort of leg up front.
Second half underway. Playing positions have changed. Black Stars now on commentary position from left to right. England now hitting it from right to left. But when it comes to Ghana, Ghana's record, Ghana have never lost whilst playing on a Tuesday. So we've done it in the first 45 minutes. We've been able to keep the clean sheet. Ghana have not. So it will be interesting to see. But Andrew, second half, no change from Coach Carlos Queiroz.
I think he's going to maintain this lineup for some time. Yes, we are going to see some changes, but I think he's just hoping that something good come out from this team. Hoping that in the next 15 minutes, yes, he can make some changes. Then he will introduce some of the dribblers that we were talking about in the likes of the Shahaku and Suleimana up front there. Then to also try to take on the English national team. Then let's see how best the Black Stars will be able to fare in the second half.
Let's see how they are going to fare. But a quick one to correct it. The record is not that Ghana has not lost. They've never won on a Tuesday.
Wow.
The Black Stars have never won on a Tuesday. In fact, on the 18th of November 2025, they lost 1-0 to South Korea in a friendly game. And also, 23rd of June, that is today, 2nd June, they drew 1-1 with Wales in a friendly game. England, it is not an entire circumstance for them.
So, Joel, you see, I understand a lot of Ghanaians when they are saying they want to see the Black Stars press this England team, but we need to be very cautious in trying to press them, because if our players go up high on the field, we leave space at the back, and you know they've got very pacey players, the likes of Jude Bellingham. They can run into those channels, so we need to be careful.
And Antoine Semenyo has been set up by Kwesi Sibo. Semenyo against Jude Bellingham. And brilliant defensive work from the Real Madrid superstar. Good one from Jude Bellingham, Harry, to stop that attack from Semenyo. And now let's roll back to Marvin Semenyo, whipping the ball, looking for Jordan Ayew, and nobody was there to connect to that ball. And now with Jude Bellingham in midfield again against Chris Sibo. And Bellingham, he couldn't pick out Noni Madueke. And possession reverts back to Ghana.
Yeah, Bellingham has been brilliant so far in the second half, even though it's just 2 minutes. In the first half, he was muted and he wasn't performing. Now, his defensive duties, sometimes is impressive. Sometimes he feels relaxed, but at times when he's needed, he pulls up. And so for me, I think Semenyo should have been more technical here by not going forward or trying to cut back so that his colleagues will just move to him so that he release the ball to them. When the way they came back in the second half strongly, I think Ghana is intention to, we want to actually attack and then score a goal from this angle. And so we could see them sending a lot of balls.
And that is sending on inside the 18 balls hello. My goodness. Marvin Semenyo.
So that's our first shot on goal actually. Our first shot.
First attempt, yes. It was not on target.
Yes.
Marvin Semenyo nearly our best chance in this game. Unfortunately, went to Marvin Semenyo. Now it is England's time to react, but they couldn't. And it will be a welcome goal kick for Ghana.
Yeah, so far, like I've told you, second half for Coach Carlos Queiroz is always impressive. And you look at the run from Marvin Semenyo, very, very brilliant idea. I think that if the Black Stars can continue in the same trajectory, it will be very, very helpful in terms of trying to find the back of the net. But while he's doing that, we need to be careful and not leave space at the back.
You might want to hold it back on Marvin Semenyo because that ball was intercepted or it hits the leg of Jet Spence. That is why he couldn't get it on target. But that Jordan Ayew is now pressing. Jordan, he's now the most capped player for the Black Stars. And the Black Stars have been in existence since 1951. And so that is an incredible record for the last son of Abedi Ayew Pele. He comes from a football dynasty. But the ball reverts back to Magay. Magay is being challenged by Kwesi Sibo. Good one from Kwesi. But the ball reverts back to Magay. And Gay goes down. After that, body check from Kwesi Sibo.
Yeah, he's been going down so easily for me in this game. I realized that just a little touch and he's gone on the floor. The first half, we saw that on 2 occasions. And here he is too, doing the same thing. He shouldn't just come close to our 18-yard box and come and do that because the boys wouldn't allow him to do that.
Rush energy drink says be bold and be you. We are coming to you live from Electroland Ghana Limited. Their office here at Ring Road in Accra. Just a few minutes away from the Kwame Nkrumah Circle. Trust Benjamin Asari to do his job to the best of his ability. And now it is Kwesi Sibo. Sibo to Gideon Mensah down the left-hand side. And now it is Jordan Ayew against Rhys James. Jordan takes the ball back to Gideon Mensah. Gideon drives, turns, give it to Jordan Ayew again. And there is Antoine Semenyo and Elliot Anderson did a brilliant job to clear that ball.
Yeah, I think that tonight Antoine Semenyo has been in the shadows. He's not really lived up to expectation, and it's understandable because most of the players, one of the things Thomas Tuchel would have done coming to this game is to work on him, work on Antoine Semenyo, find a way to tame him because he's a danger man. As for Inaki Williams, I think that services up front have been very poor. Yes, he's not got touches because the midfielders are not servicing him up front. Reason why he's been so quiet up front.
Corner kick for Ghana. Jordan in charge of the corner duties.
The Black Stars now, Jordan whipping the ball. Who is there? And nobody could connect to that ball. Now it is Marvin Sanaya. And the cross went straight to Pickford. He couldn't deal with it because he was heckled by Caleb Yirinchi. And it will be a free kick for the Three Lions of England. That was not the best of crosses for Marvin Sanaya. He clearly could have done better, but it wouldn't have mattered because Caleb Yirinchi was clear behind the enemy lines.
And I'm glad we are making our intentions known in the second half. The England team is almost getting frustrated. They could see that we want to score them and they want to do everything to stop us. But then, if we keep pushing, we may get the first goal. And when we get the first goal, it will be difficult for them to equalize.
A draw will be a good result for both teams. But for England, it will be a disaster if you draw against the West ranked team in your group. You know you are going to be in trouble. And there is Jude Bellingham. Good one from Jerome Opoku. And the ball goes back to the English again. Jordan Ayew has fouled Elliot Anderson. And good one from Kwesi Sibo to stop Hurricane.
Yeah, I like his antics. That is clever from the Real Oliviedo midfielder. You need to, waste some few seconds on the clock. You see what Hurricane was trying to do? Quickly take it so that, the guys will be in motion. But so far, so good for the Black Stars. I like what they are doing.
Now the ball inside the Ghanaian area. Good one from Marvin Sene to allow that ball to roll over. Rush Energy Drink says, be bold and be you. Usla Enterprise. If you want a generator set, compactors, drilling machine, there is only one place for you, and that is Usla's Enterprise. We are located at a Ghana Porsche Hotel and American House and Medina Taxi Rank. Also, Just Chinese. Just come and let us give you something to eat at very affordable price. If you are looking for a place to take that young lady to, just ask the young lady to meet you at Airport Residential. When you mention Airport Residential, now it is Antoine Samuel, can he get it? He couldn't keep the ball in play. That was a good pass from the Ghanaian midfield.
Yeah, another very porous pass, but you realize that anytime Antoine Semenyo is on the ball, you see the England players defending in twos and in threes, because one-on-one, Antoine Semenyo can beat any of the back line, and always they are keeping 2 or 3 men on him.
And now it is England 18 and boss Anthony Gordon. The referee called him Jude. So it's Ronnie Madueke and Jonas Sajete. Brilliance from Jonas. Now it's Anthony Gordon and go straight into the waiting arms.
Brilliant stuff.
Of Benjamin Asari.
you know, Benjamin Asari is, I think it's time Ghanaians believe in the abilities or the capabilities of Benjamin Asari. Look, let's be frank. It's because he's playing on a domestic scene with Hearts of Oak. Reason why most of us think that it's not equal, to the tax in big games like this. But I think in the last 10, 15 matches, he's proven that he can be able to stand anything. You understand? It is not about the opponent, it's about the mentality. And I think Benjamin Asari has got the mentality of an elite goalkeeper.
Benjamin Asari is called Mr. Clean Sheet by Hearts of Oak supporters. But can he do the job? Someone is saying for a goalkeeper, he can do it. Declan Rice now, he puts it to his favorite right foot. Hurricane drops deep, just Spence, he whipping the ball, and Noni Madueke get one over. Gideon Mensah and Jonas Ajete and his partner, Jerome Opoku. They've been brilliant so far. The ball so with it, the English
Their defenders, they've not been tested. Now this Caleb Renty. Caleb put the ball through and oh. Inaki Williams. Inaki, he doesn't have the legs to run. Inaki, good pass to Caleb Renty again. And the referee says no. This is the reason why you need Kamadi Swinwana and Nesinuyama and Fatawi Sahaku on the pitch. Because this ball, they would have been able to carry it forward because they have the legs.
Yes, I'm sure very soon we are going to see the introduction of Kalibianchi and the likes of NS Nyama in the game. But yes, Inyaki should have done better. I think he should have pressed on with the ball, tried to get into the box. That is his only option at goal. But being at the back of the 18, that is not what you are supposed to do. You should be in the box. That is where you get the opportunity, because any touch at you, then you can get yourself a penalty or better an infringement for your team.
You cannot be playing a low block when your men up front cannot dribble and they cannot run. He needs to introduce the runners in this game, and we have about 4 good runners on the bench. Brandon Thomas Asante is a good runner. Fatawi Sahaku is another one. Kamaldeen and Enes Nyama, these are 4 good runners on Ghana's bench, because England will be introducing their own very soon. Bukayo Saka. Very soon, Bukayo Saka and Marcus Rashford will be introduced in this game.
Yeah, so I think it's 60 minutes. We've done almost 60 minutes, and any coach at this point in time will be thinking, how can I, take the game? How can I swap the game into my favor? And perfectly, that is what Thomas Tuchel is thinking about, enemy coach Carlos Queiroz. But I think that the reason why Carlos Queiroz decided to go for Inaki Williams in this game is the fact that he needs a bit of experience. And Inaki has played in the Spanish La Liga, very experienced player.
And now they move the ball in, and it goes to Elliot Anderson. But Kwesi Sibo was there to block the ball. Look at what it means to him. He knows that he has saved Ghana from conceding.
But Joe,
Kwesi Sibo with a block.
That's a poor defense from the Black Stars. How do you leave, the guy in plenty of space? So much space for him, and we are just lucky not to have considered on that occasion.
Another one. That was a bit of a scare. Now England, Declan Rice, corner kicks upon corner kicks. Another corner kick for the 3 Lions. Declan Rice now ready. Rice with the outswinger, and Hurricane gets it. And this time, it was Elliot Anderson rather. He couldn't get to the ball on target. Elliot Anderson. And look at the English fans. They are saying, Eka kitty 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 kitty. 61 minutes of action. Possession reverts back to England again. Now it is Anthony Gordon. Anthony drives inward. Face Caleb Renchi, and Caleb did his job. And it will be a defensive throw-in for Ghana. No. Partey was sleeping on the job. He was fouled. And the referee says Partey got Harry Kane. Referee Said Martinez from Honduras is the one in charge of this game. And he says foul for the 3 Lions.
You see, this referee, for me, is being biased. I've not seen the performance of any referee in this tournament like this one, as bad as this. When he's supposed to give the English people card, he will not give them card. But when it's time for Ghanaian players, you give them the card. And so, he wants to do everything possible for them to at least get a goal. But the defenders are trying that it will not work.
All right, so this one, it is not the analyst in him that is speaking. Now, Declan Rice whip the ball in and all. Thomas Partey is there to clear, and Elliot Anderson with a rebound. It back to then Noni Madueke, and Madueke couldn't get it on target. Pressure is coming. Pressure is building up.
Yeah, you realize that Noni Madueke and even Hurricane, everybody is getting frustrated at the moment, and I think that so far Coach Carlos Queiroz have been able to achieve his target, frustrate the England players, and when it matters most, I'm sure around the 70th minute we might get to see the likes of Brandon Thomas Asante, and when they come in, the job is simple: run at the defense and let's see if we can hook one inside.
Now, but personally, I don't think that the game we've seen from Inaki Williams, he deserves to have 60 minutes of action. He should have been yanked off a long time.
No, you see, it's not about just changing the player. This game, when you put Inaki up front, you don't expect him to be doing everything. That's why he sits deep at the defenders and then defend the ball. And so, when you are playing against an English side who is very offensive, you need to be tactical. You look at their changes before you make changes. When you do a change, it doesn't favor you. When they bring in their best, yes, you will tend to suffer the latter part. So for me, I think we just need to be strategic and then look at the changes that the English team is making before we also proceed to make a change.
It is Caleb Prince Edukwabena is preparing to come on. We know he has good power to press. Andrew and Thomas Tuchel is also preparing to take off Jess Spence and Noni Madueke.
Yes, it's really an interesting change for both teams. Both teams are really at it. They want to get the needed first goal for themselves. And who draws the first blood is what really matters here. So if you really get the first goal, then you are going to dictate the pace. Now, with Jess Spence out of the game, Saka in, let's see how best they can use that flanks to their advantage. Yes, now let's see how the Black Stars will also do their changes. Will it be Jordan who will be out, or will it be, yes, let's see how best the Black Stars will parade in the upfront, because Watson will get that pace. We need that energy, that box to box. We will be able to challenge the defenders up front there. Well, that will be the only option for the Black Stars. Get somebody who will be able to challenge them, not sit back, but challenge them when they get the ball. So I think that the Shahaku, with his dribbling skills, will get some of the passes in there for our strikers to also get a chance at goal.
Jordan Ayew is out. Jordan is out.
Yeah, I think that the plan has worked to perfection. Like I told you, Coach Carlos Queiroz knows what he's doing. You know, you cannot just input some of your players in right from the blast of the whistle. You need to study your opponent, and I think so far, Carlos Queiroz have studied his opponent. He studied the shape of the England team, and it's now time to bring in guys who can run at their defense. And look, let me tell you, this England team, if it is Brazil or Morocco by now, they should be down by 2-0. But it's just that our team, there's a lack of quality in this team, so we are just trying to contain them. But I think the next few minutes, it can swing in our favor.
Now, it is for Tawi Sakwe to come and go in and all. The referee has awarded a foul against Prince Edu Kwabena. Let's watch the replay.
He missed the ball. The keeper missed
Let's
the ball.
watch the replay. It is Prince Edu Kwabena and all. They both missed the ball, and so per the rules, the goalkeeper will be favored. If Prince Edu Kwabena had touched the ball, then Jordan Pickford would have been in trouble by now. So when two players, when they collide, the goalkeeper will always be favored.
Well, I think the changes so far is making an impact. When you look at Prince and then Ishaku coming into the game, we could see the attacking intent of these players. If it were to be Jordan, I think the ball would have gone back again. But then, we all love what we are seeing. We just hope they maintain a defensive shape and then take advantage going forward.
Let's see. Any more change? Are you expecting any more change, Andrew?
Yes, we want to see more change. I think Sibo is a bit tired. Let's see if we can introduce Miyama into the game. then let's see how best they can also surge on with some decisive passes. Sibo, he's a bit tired. He's more of consecutive. I like how Partey is playing. He's not really coming out of the defense. He's trying to protect them so well in the game. And Partey is sitting back so well, trying to defend the line. So I like how Partey is playing. He comes out when necessary, but he's always at the back. So I really like how Partey has been in the game. He's giving room for Sibo to operate. So I think Partey is really doing well, trying to sit back and not make any incursion in the game so far.
Good save from Benjamin Asare. That was, he was expected to make the save, but then he still made the save.
Yeah, fantastic stuff from the Hasselhoff goalkeeper. I think that his working etiquettes, it's standard, and he understands when to go to the ground, when to dive and make those important saves. But so far, he has not really been tested. Let's agree to that fact.
Benjamin Asare, what a story it has been for him. Now, as you Kwanzaa to the right-hand side, it is Bukayo Saka. Bukayo Saka. Saka takes the ball back to Kwanzaa. Kwanzaa to Elliot Anderson. Anderson and Magay now. They've pushed us back. But as it stands now, this is a very good result now. It is not Madueke whipping the ball in. And oh, who is that? Bukayo Saka got it. But he couldn't bend it well. It was a good cross. But definitely, he should have allowed Hurricane to handle that cross.
Well, for us, it's a joy for us watching that kind of miscommunication between them. But I don't think that Benjamin has not been tested enough. If you look at his positioning, it also shows that...
It is all about organizing. If you are a goalkeeper and then you can arrange your defenders well, you are doing the job.
So I think maybe you didn't get my statement. Has it been tested enough? The answer is big no. Has it organized his defense well so that you'll not be tested? The answer is yes. And so that I'm saying that when it comes to his working etiquette, it's standard. And I think that is what we expect from a goalkeeper of his caliber at the back. And that is the difference between him and the other goalkeepers for the Black Stars. They don't shout on their defenders. And he's not, because he's playing the domestic scene, he's not perturbed by the kind of players in front of him. He shouts on them. He tells them where to position. And that is what to do as a top-notch goalkeeper. He's doing it. And it looks like, he's got a few magnets in his pockets that repels ball. Balls don't come towards him. If it's always artistic by now, I tell you, we would have had about 20 shots flying towards him. But, what are we looking for? We are looking for either a win or a draw in this game. And so far, it's played to the script.
So far, very good result.
Joe, I think the statement that he's having magnets in his pocket that repels ball, I've been hearing these statements about Atizigi and then Benjamin Asare. I think when you look at our first game, it depends on the coach status. If the coach says go and attack and you leave your defense open, you will definitely see what's coming at you. Look at Asare. In the second half, we are trying to possess the ball. We are trying to go at them and then score. Now, they've played about 2 shots on target already. In the first half, it wasn't like that. And so when you go into a game with a tactics to defend, definitely, all the players will be sitting back and then be defending the ball. But when you are attacking, you don't expect the same number of defenders or players to come back to come and defend. Hence, the ball will keep coming to you. And so if you are saying that Asare is having magnetic in his pockets and then it repels ball, I've been hearing that statement from a lot of people, and I think that it's high time they know that.
Is that not true?
No. It's tactical game. If you are going into the game and you tell your players to all defend, they will all defend. But if you tell them they should go, look at the Panama game. When we started the game, they were attacking, and hence they tried to score us. But in the second half, when we opened the game,
right now it is the hydration break. Ghanaians at the Boston Stadium are having a blast. The English, on the other hand, some are still hopeful, but majority of the English fans at the stadium are not happy. Morgan Rogers is coming on. Eberechi Eze is also coming on, but there is no Kopama on the bench. And that is good news for Ghana because he's not part of the squad. If you are looking for players who can create chances out of nothing, I think that he offers more than any of these players on the English bench. And that is one thing that they are going to rain on him if they are not able to get a good result. But for Ghana, and let me come to Victor, we have a terrible record of conceding after 75 minutes. We did it against Wales, against Mexico, against Austria, against Germany. In the qualifiers, in the AFCON qualifiers, but we were able to protect our goal area against Panama. Can we do it again?
Yeah, I think when you look at our shape, I think we can do it. I'm a bit afraid with the kind of players Coach Thomas Tuchel have just thrown in, the likes of Ebere Chieze, the likes of Bukayo Saka. We know how they love to play. They will love to cut in from the wings, you know, onto their favorite foot, and that is where the Ghanaian defense needs to be on the red hot alert. This time, we need to focus.
All right, so Nico O'Reilly, the PFA Young Best Player of the Year in England, amazing talent at Manchester City, had an amazing season together with Antoine Semenyo. And attacking right, he's a super player. Now it is Morgan Rogers dancing with Jerome Opoku, but Jerome recovers brilliantly to clear the ball. Now it will be another corner kick for the English. Jerome, good recovery. Now England, the pressure is now on them. The pressure is now on the English to get a goal. Harry Kane, he got a brace in the opening game against Croatia. But so far, they whip the ball in and out. The Ghanaians, they clear the alliances back to Bukayo Saka. It is Noni Madueke Rada and Abdul Fatawi Sahaku. Noni Madueke using the F word on the referee. And now, referee had the right call. Madueke was the last player to touch that ball.
Yes, I think how the Black Stars are playing is really making an impact into the game because they are not really giving a chance at the English national team. They are holding on to the ball. They are trying to get all the 50-50 balls, not giving them that needed chance that the English would have expected from the game. So I think it's really helping the Black Stars. They should keep that momentum. Like I said, if you are not scoring, just keep the shape. Keep the shape at the back. They wouldn't get that chance to get at your goalkeeper, and that will be the only change for the team that will help the Black Stars.
76 minutes of action. And now there is a Ghanaian player down. Benjamin Asare. He's very lucky the referee stopped that ball. You need to clear it out, not give it to your opponent. And we are very fortunate that the referee did the right thing. Else, it would have been a different story.
Yes, I think he will learn from this. Going up in the game, he will try to keep his momentum into the game. Just like we are talking about, the communication at the back is what is really helping the Black Stars, and also keeping the shape is also what is helping the Black Stars. Benjamin Asaya at the goal post is trying to communicate so well. Once you do that, then you not get more shots coming at you. You keep your defenders at check because you see everything that probably they cannot see on the pitch. So it's really helping him in the goal.
It's really helping. Jonas Ajete. He's having a good game now. Pesisi ball nearly. And Gideon Mensah.
You know, I love how we are defending. It does not look like we are playing against, you know, one of the best teams in this World Cup. We are soaking the pressure very well. Our players are very confident at the back. You know, they are doing the basic things in football. When you need to defend, just do the bit of defending. One or two instances we have been caught off guard, but I think so far the Black Stars are playing according to the instruction of the head coach.
Now England coming again a bridge. Here's a good one from Fatawu Isaku. This is what he does best. Fatawu, now he puts it about two. And they say to Kovina. Prince said to Kovina inside the 18 yard box. And oh, is it a penalty? What is the referee saying? Oh, offside. Offside. That would have been a penalty on any day.
Yes, you made the statement that we needed Isaku and Co to come with the strength so that they can bully the England players, and that is exactly what I think he's doing. This could have been an open chance for us to take the lead, but I think Prince needs to up his game a bit. He was a bit sloppy here.
Yeah, I think good movement, but I think Prince Poku could have done better. He should have held his nerves, and invites the player into that particular tackle. And this would have been, a good chance for us, perhaps maybe a penalty, but so far it's been impressive from the Black Stars. I think every department is beginning to click now, and this is promising for us.
This is what Fatawu Isaku brings on the table. This is what Isaku brings to the table. Approaching the final minutes, final 10 minutes. All things being equal, there will be about 5 to 6 minutes of additional time. The English by now are thanking their gods that it was an offside. It would have been a different story. Now, McGay to Declan Rice. But at least Edu Kwabena should have got that ball on target. Now they whip the ball looking for Bukayo Saka. Good one from Gideon Mensah. It's back to Bukayo Saka. Back to Morgan Rogers and all. Offside. The English are now under pressure. They are under pressure to score. They are under pressure to score. And that is that ball. It would have been a clear penalty. It would have been a clear penalty. But then it was an offside. Because Ezri Kwanzaa went in for the player. He didn't get to the ball. But at the end of the day, it would have been down to the interpretation of the referee. Because we've seen better penalties not taken. But this referee will not want to offend Ghanaians. Now it is Nico O'Reilly playing as the decoy in midfield. McGay goes to his right hand side. Good one from Bukayo Saka. He takes on Kwesi Sibo. And the referee has whistled against Gideon Mensah for manhandling Bukayo Saka.
You know what? I think so far this referee at the World Cup finals has been the referee who have taken every 50-50 balls. If you watched the game yesterday, Algeria played, the referee allowed play to continue. When you look at the challenges, this is contact sport. You understand? So the referee needs to play or wave on certain advantages for the game to flow on and to be nice. But it looks like this referee is not playing according to the instruction they have been given prior to this tournament.
I don't like the set pieces we keep giving away. Now it is the two Arsenal boys who are behind the ball. If anybody can get a better whip on the ball, it's Declan and Bukayo. But Declan will leave it to Bukayo Saka on his left foot. Magay Madueke all in the 18-yard box. They're whipping the ball. Gideon Mensah, brilliant one. The ball is still in the Black Stars box. Caleb Renchi.
Brilliant one. Brilliant one from Caleb
I think that Magay should be booked.
Yeah. But so far I think that the young man, Caleb Renchi, is doing very well. And you realize one thing, anytime he drifts into the middle, it seems to cause a lot of problem for the Three Lions. But I'm interested in how the headlines will read tomorrow in England if the game stays this way because of the PR stance prior to this particular game.
Now I have a few headlines in my head. I have a few headlines in my head. Caleb Yerenti is a transfer target for a lot of the Premier League clubs. He plays for Norgeland now. It is Marcus Rashford. Rashford against Senia. Marco, it is Nico O'Reilly. O'Reilly takes on Ajete. But now, it's Antoine Semenyo. And Jordan Pickford did his job, but he nearly made a mess out of the situation. I think that we need another runner in this game. We need another runner, either Thomas Asante. But if we are bringing on Thomas Asante, who are you taking off?
I'd rather sacrifice Kwesi Sibo and bring Asante in, then push Yurenchi up front, then make Asante go right on the flanks, then see how best he can hold on to the play and help the team as well.
I don't think that Carlos Cruz will do that because a draw works in his favor. So, I've seen an interesting comment on our live feed, and that is what Ghanaians, we do best, the calculations. Yes. So someone is saying that if we draw this game, all of us, we are going to support Panama to beat Croatia. So if Panama beats Croatia and England beats Panama and Ghana, even if we lose our final game, we will still qualify. So the calculations don't start.
We draw this game and draw Croatia. That's it. We are through. We don't need to win the rest.
5 minutes away, plus additional time. History on the line. Ghana have never lost on match day 2 in the history of the FIFA World Cup. But now there is Marcus Rashford. Rashford whipping the ball, looking, and all. It is back to Bukayo Saka in the 18-yard box. Saka drifts to his left-hand side. He's looking to cut and all. Brilliant save from Benjamin Asare. Brilliant save from Benjamin Asare. That was a goal-bound effort and an unstoppable stop from the hands of our goalkeeper. Benjamin Asare with the save. Now we are not out of the woods yet. No, it is England coming. Harry Kane back to Morgan Rogers to Rhys James. He whipping the ball. Hello, Harry Kane. Hello, in the post. Hello.
You see, the reason I told you that I'm afraid with the introduction of Ebereti Eze and of course Bukayo Saka, you will not.
That was a huge left off. A glorious opportunity. And Harry Kane has sent the ball into the Boston skies. Harry Kane will be very disappointed in himself. And brilliant save from Benjamin Asare.
Yeah, I told you, he's got the hands. He's capable. You know, he just needs encouragement, you know, from everybody. And I think so far, he's doing well. But I told you that Bukayo Saka needs to be watched at that side. He will have to cut in, and anytime he cuts in, it's very dangerous. So our backline in this last 3-4 minutes of the game needs to be on the outlook for those guys. O'Reilly, Bukayo Saka, and then Ebereti Eze.
Another save. That was a trademark strike from Bukayo Saka. That was a trademark strike from Bukayo Saka. But another change comes in. Marvin Senea is done for the day. Marvin Senea, the auxiliary defender, has been replaced by Kojo Opon-Prepra. He plays for OGC Nice, and at this time, Carlos Cruz, he's okay with the draw. Carlos Cruz is okay with the draw. And that is the reason why he's introducing another tall defender in Kojo Opon-Prepra.
Yes, I can see that Saka's side there has been broken. Gideon is no more effective as he used to be in the first half. And so he also needs support. He needs support. For me, Prince's introduction has not impacted the game. He's been slow and sloppy at a point. I think we need Brandon to partner someone who can cut these passes. Because when you're allowing the passes to come through, they may just get a chance to score.
We need to do better, Black Stars. Entering the final minutes of the game, it is Marcus Rashford on the ball. Marcus to McGay. Gay to Ebereti Eze. Ebereti driving the ball inwards. He's being followed by Chris Sibo. Ezri Kwanzaa to Declan Rice. Rice to Konsa. Konsa to McGay. Gay to Marcus Rashford again. Rashford against Fatawi Sahaku. Rashford with a cross and Jonas Sajete. He clears the ball. Rashford gets it again. And there is a foul against Marcus Rashford.
Yes, I think the Black Stars are doing something right. They are really doing what is right, because if you are not scoring, then you should be able to protect your back line. And that is all they are doing to maintain themselves in the game. This is a clear chance at goal, but Harry Kane just buried the ball over the bar. I think that they should have been leading by a goal to nil by now.
And I spoke about the attacking threats of Nico O'Reilly. He nearly got to the opening goal for the Three Lions.
You can see that Rashford is going according to instructions. Since his introduction, he doesn't tell the defenders on. They've introduced top players, so he's just sending every cross inside. He's sending every cross inside. He's not more taking defenders on like he used to do. So I think we need to stop Rashford from getting the ball and then crossing it more. That is very dangerous of us.
We need to stop the cross from getting into our penalty area. We need to stop the cross. We will do 6 minutes of additional time. And the look on the faces of the ladies here, if we concede right now, it will be more than a heartbreak.
Yeah, I tell you, it will be more than a heartbreak.
But if we score, please, my crew, I need people to man the cameras, because if we score, we might not be able to contain the celebrations. But there it is, England coming again. It is Morgan Rogers. Rogers to Declan Rice. Rice whipping the ball, looking for who? You know, it is Kojo Pompepa.
Yeah. And you know why Coach Carlos Perez have introduced him? Because it looks like England is having a lot of set pieces, lots of corners for them, and he's tall, a tall, defender to deal with such menace. Reason why he's brought in. But I think that the 5 minutes we've got now is more important for the Black Stars than the entire 90 minutes we have played.
The final 5 minutes, Harry Kane, he still cannot believe that he couldn't get that ball on target. But there is a corner kick again, Declan Rice. Rice on the ball. Rice whipping the ball in and swing and all. There is nobody there, and it's a welcome goal kick for the Black Stars of Ghana. We are approaching the 3rd minute of extra time. We scored around this time last Thursday against Panama. It was Wednesday rather. And Kojo Pompepa, he couldn't clear the ball well. Nico O'Reilly is very tall. He gets it to Harry Kane. Now it is Morgan Rogers. Brilliant display. Rogers is being surrounded by the Ghanaian boys. And Kwesi Sibo, he needs to be very careful. And Marcus Rashford whipping the ball and all. It bounced off Kojo Pompepa. And it will be another corner kick for England.
Yes, we keep conceding the corners, but I think that we should bear in mind that the game is not yet over. Conceding corners at your own backyard is very, very difficult, and it's going to be a challenge for you because it mounts pressure on you to defend the corner. And now how you are going to stand tall in this corner kick really matters, because like you said, in the next 3 minutes of the game is really, really crucial.
Declan Rice with another cross. Deep to the far end. Nico O'Reilly gets it. Eberechi gets it in. And oh, brilliant one from Kojo Pompepa to clear the ball. right on the line.
I told you, the coach knows why. He has introduced him in 9 embeds of the game and is delivering to instruction. Fantastic work from our back line.
Now it is Declan Rice. Rice again goes to the fine and good one from Benjamin Asari. He parries the ball off to throw.
When you look at their crosses, they all target the last pool.
Yes.
All their last 3 crosses is targeting the last pool.
Because they want somebody, they are looking for the second boss in the 18-yard box. They are not really interested in the first boss. And the second boss are always the dangerous ones. Now England coming again. It is Declan Rice. He's being on challenge. Rice to the far end, looking for Morgan Rogers. And now Jerome Opoku, he cleared the ball out of danger. And now 2 minutes away from getting a very important point in this game. And now England coming again. Eberechi whipping the ball. No. It is another corner kick.
Yeah. And they are piling on the pressure at this moment.
And that was the goal line clearance from Kojo Pompepra. Brilliant run.
Very,
he may not get the $10,000 winning bonus because we will not win. But this is a very important save from the OGC Nice defender. But then another corner kick to defend. We've considered too many corner kicks. England, they have Nico O'Reilly, they have Hurricane, they have McGay, Ezri Kwanzaa, and Baba Rahman.
And it's interesting, you know. I wonder why Baba Rahman is now coming in, but again, you have to give benefits.
If I am Baba Rahman, if you bring me into this game, I won't come. Because a mistake, and his career might be over.
Perfect. Absolutely, his career will be over, but I think so far so good. But let's all of us agree that our head coach is experienced, Coach Carlos is experienced. You know, in Qatar 2022, his Iran team was beaten by England 6 goals to 2.
Yeah.
So this is a manager who have learned. He faced this English side, and a few nuggets he's taken from that game. He's implemented it to perfection for the Black Stars here.
Ole, 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 ole. About 16 seconds. 16 seconds. The clock is ticking. The clock is ticking. The clock is ticking. Referee, we are watching you. And Kojo Pompepra, Kwesi Sibo. And now, referee. Ole, 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 we did not win the game, but this is a very important point. This is a very important point. This is a very important point. Black Stars, 90 minutes, Ghana 0, England 0.
So far, nobody saw this coming. When nobody saw it, no, it was just after the tournament, after our last match against Panama, before everyone said we can draw England. No, nobody saw England drawing Ghana. And so, for me, I think we've done our best. In our last 5 games, we've won only 1. And then the record shows that we didn't have even a chance against England or Croatia. But we've proven that we are a tournament team. If you look at the games we've played so far, the African champions for the past 2 AFCON editions
they've not performed to the expectations. They played their hearts out in the tournament. Beautiful football, but we are here with tactics, with our coach showing that, look, you don't need to play 50% possession to win a game or to qualify. You just need to be strategic. If you look at Raman's coming in, we saw Edu limping at a point in time. Hence, bringing Rama was just to defend the line, so we cross over to the end of the game. So for me, I think we deserve to get this point, and by all means, by God's grace, we'll qualify from the group.
All right, so let me acknowledge my sponsors, guys. Let's go real quick. It is Rush Energy Drink. Rush Energy Drink says, be bold and be you. Usla's Enterprise. Usla's Enterprise. Just Chinese. Verna. Natural Mineral Water. DSTV. DSTV. Quinori Cosmetics. Quinori Cosmetics. Furniture City. Furniture City. Malcolm Where Ghana Shops. Malcolm Where Ghana Shops. Bigo Cola. Bigo Cola. 369 Gym and Wellness Center. 369 and Wellness Center. Emmeline Logistics. Emmeline Logistics. Lizzie Shito. Lizzie Shito. Lizzie Shito. Lizzie Shito. And Glyco General. Glyco General. Glyco General. Benjamin Saki. A Benjamin is ready. A Benjamin is ready. Benjamin Saki, if you are ready.
Yes, Joel, I'm ready here. And so, yes, prior to this game, there was no glimmer of hope. Now, Ghanaians are brimming with confidence heading into the tournament. Now, our chances of qualification seem to be heading closer and closer to the round of 32. Now, I have some Ghanaians here in jubilant mood to share their thoughts with us regarding the Black Stars' 0-0 draw against the 3 Lions of England. My dear, your name and then what you make of the game.
My name is Abigail. Yeah, I'm very excited today. In fact, I was expecting this, and finally Ghana has made it. So I'm very happy. Yay, Ghana!
Okay, she's very happy. Let me come to you. I mean, the defensive solidity, Jonas Ajete, once again, Jerome, I mean, the back line, they were splendid today.
They were very good. They were very good. We love it. The boys played their heart out. And I have the second thing is I have message for Nigerians. Qualify and play and come and banter. Master, we know how to banter. Nigerians qualify and come and banter.
Qualify and come and banter.
My friend, play us music. Play us music.
And so let me come to you. Black Stars of Ghana, they were able to, churn out a very, very important draw in this game. 1 point, we have 4 points. Our chances of qualification.
Oh, we go qualify, my friend. Inshallah, we go qualify. The way everybody was thinking that maybe Ghana, we are going to lose. But, sake of God, inshallah, we go win every match. Everybody who is coming to face Ghana, you should be ready. And we are ready because of the good coach we have now. Our changes, everything is correct. Inshallah, Ghana go win. And one thing I have is that, listen, my brother, I want you to listen. You know what? I want to tell the whole world, if your station is going to the whole world, I'm from Doma in Krobunga Afo. I'm from Doma. When I came here, the first match when I came here, I'm from Doma to watch the match. I want the enjoyment here. I want the people to send the same enjoyment to my hometown. This scream, we don't have it there. I want everybody to watch it.
Okay. Thank you very much. Let me come to take your thoughts on the game. Now, speak to me about the substitutions that Coach Carlos Cruz made. First half, people were calling for players with pace to, add some sort of speed to the game. Did you see that, and were you pleased with the substitutions?
Okay, so what I would say is that I was really pleased with what the coach did. He was just cancelling whatever Thomas Tuchel was trying to do. Whatever invention he was trying to cut across, he was just cancelling it. So if he's bringing more attackers, come and do crossing, then we need a header to bring to head